Hello mga ka-peps, mga ka-expats. Welcome to my channel, Cell TV. Samahan nyo kami ng aking asawa, tuklasin o harapin ang pagbabagong magaganap sa aming buhay. Mula sa pagiging expat dito sa UAE pauwi ng Pilipinas. Tuklasin natin ang mga potensyal na pagkakakitaan or ano ba ang mga pwedeng gawin sa Pilipinas. Lalo na at wala tayo sa Pilipinas ng matagal na panahon. Ipapakita ko sa inyo ang mga routine ko dito sa abroad. Hanggang makauwi kami ng Pilipinas at kung papaano mag-adjust sa buhay. Kaya't halina at samahan kami sa aming hamon sa buhay na tinawag din namin na Countdown to Pinas.
Hello guys! Pala ako sa Dubai sa Part2!
Kami ngayon sa Village Explore. Nag-iintay po kami ng show ng aking asawa. Hindi pa po nagsisimula ang show. Maya-maya po ng konti. Waiting pa rin po kami ng show.
A few moments later.
Umpisa na po ang show.
So at this time, we would like to ask all of you to please turn off the flashes of your cameras because some
Ayan po nag-show po yung mga animal.
so just give that time. Anyway, let's go on. So, catch. We talked about the water birds. Yeah. We talked about the opportunistic leaders and even the raptors. What else are we missing? How about the leaders? Come on, tell me. This is teacher Leo. And as a result of holiday family. Well, the team is showing us their unique nesting behavior. Well, during breeding season, the females lock herself inside G-Pat, covering it with wool, and they're leaving us right home so that male can pass through to the female. Right, Tim? Are you ready? Come on, Tim.
Dahan-dahan. Oo nga eh.
Pila pa lang kami.
Ayan.
Dalawang oras na pila.
Wait. Isa-isa. Pwede ba?
Ayun guys, balis na po kami.
Ladies and gentlemen and kids, good morning. How are you? All good? Who's excited to see animals? Everybody, you had been to the African village? No. First of all, my name is Ace and I will be your guide for the next 40 to 40 meters. Please remain seated while the bus is moving. It will be a little bumpy to give us that safari experience. Please also avoid knocking on the windows or on the glasses to catch the animals' attention. Once you're taking photos and videos, please switch largest land mammal. And guess which animal is this? The hippo. Over here to the left side of the bus. Oh, now he went under the water now. Where is there? I mean, in the front? For a closer and a better look of the hippopotamus, I also do suggest that you also visit our hippo aquarium just outside the bus tour departure area. Because what we're going to see on this safari journey is the natural behavior of the animals. Like the hippopotamus, from their scientific name, Hippopotamus amphibius, amphibious means they can live both in land and in water. In fact, the hippopotamus normally stay for about 16 hours into the water in a day. And they can also hold their breath under the water for about 5 to 6 minutes. They normally stay into the water since they have very sensitive skins too. If they stay under the sunlight for too long, they can also get sunburns and bruises too. So, given those information, do the hippopotamus swim? No? Who says yes? Yes? I'm sorry, ma'am. They do not swim. Because the waters, and is normally a home to the water or the wading birds, or those African spoonbills, and the smaller blackbirds are the glossy ibis. The biggest bird sitting next to the water in there is the great white pelican. And another common characteristic that they have is that they have the nostrils at the base of their bills, which still enables them to breathe even the tip of the bill is under the water. Towards the left side of the bus are the tallest land mammals, the southern or the South African giraffe. Can anybody help me identify which one is the strongest part of the giraffe's body? The neck? The horns? It is actually their neck. But looking at those long and strong necks, how many bones or vertebrates do you think they have? Any camera there with X-ray vision? 100 something. 32. 132. Any more guess? 200? Going once. Going twice.
Lower.
I think you wouldn't believe me, guys. They only have 7.
Oh!
7 neck bones or 7 vertebrates on their neck. Like the humans do, we only have 7 in our neck. But their bones measures about 10 to 11 inches long. That's why the neck itself, they measure about 6 to 7 feet long. Standing near to the fences, still on the left side, are the biggest antelopes, the elands. And there's even a sitting giraffe in there. I hope we can still catch him, but sometimes naughty ones do. These are the baboons.
Yan yung nasa ticket. Kasi naman kamag-anak.
One of the two species of the baboons that we have in here, we also have the Chacma baboons in the African village. The baboons that we are going to see next are the Hamadryas baboons. We have a lot of them on this exhibit alone, about 70 of them. And what's interesting about the number that we have in here, majority of them has been rescued from the pet trade. It is a sad truth, but humans are one of the major threats of the baboons in the wild because even the smaller, the young ones, have been taken out to be sold as pets. They also use the baboons for medicinal experiments since the baboons share 90% same DNA with the human beings. Sitting next to the tree, he is the big and bob in here. He is the boss or he is the dominant male, the alpha baboon. We call him with the name Pogi. Kabayans, what Pogi means? Handsome. Their head keeper is actually a Filipino who has given him the name Pogi. Those red buds of the baboons are what we call the sitting pad of the baboons. Since the baboons are not known to be living on trees, they usually live on the rocky places like what we see around us. And those red bumps that they have on their back is like a built-in cushion for them. That is the main support that they have when they are sitting. As they are also considered to be old world monkeys, or those monkeys who have very weak tails. They cannot use their tails to hold on anything or to hang from branches to branches of trees. Unlike the new world monkeys like the marmosets, who uses their tail as if they have a third hand. And these baboons are largely found in the old continents of Africa and Asia. But for the adults, those baboons who have the red, the bigger and the red hams, they are the female baboons. And that will be also a sign or could be a sign that they are ready for reproduction or to have babies of their own. Or sometimes if it is, before we get to those familiar animals, let me also introduce the other members that we have in here. We still have the eland on the right side. And these small antelopes in front of the bus, some of them are from the left side. And some of them just cross to the right side is the national animal of South Africa, the springboks. And springboks are known because of their running and jumping ability. They can run about 90 kilometers per hour and they can jump about 3 meters high. We still have the sitting giraffe towards the left side of the bus. This beautiful oryx towards the left side of the bus with the brown neck is called the scimitar horned oryx. They were once widespread in the northern parts of Africa, but they went extinct due to hunting. Now you can only find them in conservatory facilities and a zoo like the Dubai Safari Park. Together with the eland feeding on the grasses on the right side, and some of them are also here on the left side, are the impalas. They are easily recognized because of those 3 black lines on their butt part, which looks like which letter? It looks like a letter M, right? These 3 black lines that they have on their butt parts. You guys love McDonald's? Yes? I'm not giving for free, but I believe the likes of the lions also love McDonald's. Once they see the impalas, they look at them like the living McDonald's. Before I get to that explanation, towards the right side of the bus are the most handsome antelopes, or the second biggest antelopes, the greater kudu. And they are also known because of their great ability to jump. They jump about 2 meters high from their standing position. If you see the kudus without the horns, they are not handsome, but instead they are beautiful as they are the female ones. We still have the eland towards the right side of the bus. Oh, and there's the black and white striped animal to the left side, the zebra. And zebra is the national animal of Botswana. Those colors and stripes that they have on their bodies are also like our fingerprints. No zebra has the same pattern on their bodies. These are the kudus, together with the impalas and the southern giraffe. One fun fact about the giraffe and those animals who live together with them: the smaller animals who live with the giraffe are said to be wise animals. Why? Danger from afar, coming their way. So once the giraffe starts to run, they also run. In here, when our giraffes are running, of course they do not have predators in here. When they are just playing by themselves, the other smaller animals still run with them. It's that same mentality that they have on the carry on their head. These are the big horned sheeps. They actually look like a goat, right? But since they have the horns, they said these are sheeps. And those pair of horns that they carry on their head may weigh about 13 to 15 kilograms. And yet they are still known to be very good climbers. They usually live on rocky mountains. We also have in here the biggest and the heaviest flightless birds, the ostrich. Now you can see 3 ostriches in here. Anybody can help me identify which ones are the males and the females? Who says the females are the black ones? Who say the male are the black? The males are the black ones. And the gray one is the female. Because if you look at the feathers of the gray one or the brown one, it's a bit saggy. And the black ones are more composed and more good looking. It is a general characteristic of the birds family. The males, especially if you look at the peacock, the males are always more colorful and more good looking than the female. I think that also applies to the human. Males are more good looking than the female? No? I know I'll get some objections, but definitely all of us are beautiful beings in our own special way. Form a group of all male lions. Normally they are siblings or brothers. This group is called the Coalition of Lions. You can easily identify a lion from a lioness, as only the lions. I'm sure if you will agree, despite of being known as the kings, the lions are also known to be one of the laziest. Are they? With how they look like now? They look lazy? You know how lazy are they? They can only sleep for only 18 to 22 hours in one day.
Wow.
Not even in a full week, in just one day. But the main reason that they tell the lions are lazy because the lioness or the females are the one who hunt for food. And they even serve the first bite to the alpha, to the dominant one. They were really kings. They have to be served. And being the kings, they also have one of the loudest voice in the wild. A lion's roar can be heard about 7 to 8 kilometers from his standing position. Now I think that is how it should be. If you're the king, you have to have a loud voice so that the whole kingdom can hear you and fill your presence with your voice. I believe you have a glimpse and a preview of the next animals towards the left side of the bus behind these fences. The second largest land mammals, the rhinos. We have 5 of them in here. We only have 1 male and 4 females. Have you heard that the rhinos are the most serious animal? Nobody heard that one before? That they are the most serious? Yeah. How serious are they? They even put that one on their name. The rhino serious. No, I'm not serious, I'm just kidding. But are they big? Yes? You think they are strong? Yes? They are actually massive and strong, but despite of those characteristics and abilities, the rhinos suddenly are still vulnerable in the wild. Humans hunt them because of their horns, which is like the elephant tusk. It is very expensive in the trade. These are the southern white rhinoceros. The next animals will be going towards the right side of the bus. How aggressive are they? They have very sharp memory. That if you do harm to them and they were able to escape and live, they never forget. They never forgive. And even the likes of the lions, they have Reg throwing the lioness up in the air using those well-developed and strong horns. They love to use their horns, also like the rhinos. That's why in here, sometimes we put them this enrichment activity that we put the big truck tires or the big boomer balls, the heavy plastic balls that they used to throw using their horns so that they can still exercise also their neck, which is one of their natural things in the wild. So that. The remaining 2 female northern white rhinos are now in Kenya. Towards the left side is the Watusi. Watusi next is the Watusi. I believe in the Philippines, Watusi is a firecracker, but in Rwanda and Uganda, Watusis are cattle. And Watusi means together. They got that name from the Tutsi tribe of Rwanda, but those cattle like this that you will find in Uganda, they call them Ankole. They got that name from the Ankole tribe of Uganda. They are known because of their big long horns, which can grow about 2 meters long from tip to tip. They are also known to be one of the most expensive cattle out in Rwanda and Uganda. They even use the Watusi to pay dowry when a male is marrying a female. This bird walking on the left side with the bald red head unfortunately is known to be the ugliest bird, the marabou stork. He is a scavenger and a very close cousin of the vultures. But when we look at him on the back view, sometimes we call him the Undertaker. Because of the full black wings that he have, it looks like he's wearing the Undertaker's black cape. The tall gray bird standing with him in there is the gray heron. The smaller white birds that we have on the right side are the egret. They are just migratory birds. They just flew in since they are getting shelter and food from here. They might also leave us maybe by the summer period to migrate on a cooler place. Yes. And the bigger white birds with the black feathers on the edge of its wing is the white stork. And white storks are mostly fake. I believe in the Philippines, stork is also a different one. It's a candy. Mint one. Yeah. So we're back into the water, not to swim. This water came from one of the longest river in the wild, the Nile River, and it came with the second biggest crocodiles, the Nile crocodiles.
Wala eh. Where's the crocodile? Ayun na yung sa dulo.
Anybody has an idea how can we identify if it is an alligator or a crocodile? Yes? Snout? Yes? Crocodiles have which shape? Pointed. Or it looks like a V shape. The alligators are? Rounded, or it looks like a U shape. And once they close their mouth, alligators only show the upper teeth. Only the upper. Crocodiles show both the upper and the lower. Being the second biggest crocodiles, they can grow about 6 meters long. And they also come second on the strongest bite list after the great white sharks. The crocodiles also have the natural behavior of opening their mouth, especially once they are out of the water. Any idea why? Yes?
To regulate their body temperature.
That is the main reason to regulate their body temperature. Being cold-blooded animals, they do not sweat. So once they open their mouth, that is the time that they release the heat from inside the body. Secondly, to get their mouth and teeth clean with the help of the birds who pick up the leftover from the mouth and the teeth of the crocodiles. But what I suggest, if you haven't been to the African village, after the Explorer village, you explore next the African village and be at the Asian village at around 2:30. So you can see the show first at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then after the show, you can proceed to the Arabian Desert Safari. Welcoming us in the bachelor's group are those horse-looking like animals sitting on the left corner. These are the biggest Asian antelopes from India and the subcontinent. It is called the Nilgai. Nilgais got their name from two Hindi words. The first one is Nil or Nila, which means blue, and Gai, which means cow. In India, they also refer to them as the blue bull or the blue cow. Sitting together with the egrets on the left side are again the scimitar horned oryx, which we also saw in the African mix earlier. Once we take this left turn, you will find the most They only feed on plants and grasses and other greeneries. Standing on the right corner, the dark-colored antelopes with two big scimitar-shaped horns is the national animal of Zimbabwe, the sable antelope. And sable antelope, this one walking towards the direction of the bus. And the predator, since they only feed on plants and grasses, but once they see predators coming their way, they are so brave. They try to fight them back using the almaha, the Arabian oryx, the national animal of UAE. It is also shared by Oman and Qatar as their national animals too. In fact, if you're familiar with the logo of Qatar Airways, they even have the head of the almaha on their logo. Next to them, a bit brownish in color with two twisted horns. One of their adaptive mechanism during the cold season, they tend to grow their hair a bit longer and thicker to keep them warm. Together with the almaha, still on the right side, is the Indian antelope. So if they are just the second biggest, who is the biggest cat of all?
The tiger. The lion.
Yeah, it is also a tiger. It is the Siberian tiger. Coming next to them are these playful cats, the Bengal tigers. And as a conservatory facility. The Dubai Safari Park is intended to keep the exhibit areas of the animals to be almost the same as their natural habitat. That's why in here for the tigers, we have this man-made waterfalls and river together with the rock formations. Are they big? No? They will still grow bigger. These tigers that we see are just about the ages of 3 to 6 years old. They are still considered to be young ones. Display. Tigers actually dip and swim in these waters as they are known to be very good swimmers and very efficient climbers too. How about the lions? Can they swim? Most of them might still feel lazy and sleepy, but they are not as lazy as the lions. Especially in terms of hunting, tigers are known to be solitary hunters. They hunt alone. So both the male and the female knows how to hunt by themselves. 12 years in the wild, but unfortunately majority of them did not even reach those ages. Now they are tagged to be endangered in the wild. Because of their beautiful colors and stripes that they have on their body, they are hunted by humans due to poaching. They remove the full skin together with the fur that they use to create bags, accessories, home decorations, and even carpets too. That's why now they are tagged to be endangered in the wild. They might look like a cat or a dog, but they are not related to both families. They have their own family. I call them the 8th day. They're mostly related to Sunday to Saturday. Their family is the hyena. They can grow about 1.8 meters or about 6 feet tall. And they can still fly. In India, they also use the Sanus crane as a symbol of marital fidelity. This one is the original. And the inspiration of Bambi, it is called the axis deer. And like Bambi, they are also very social animals too. They love to live with the group. And they are also playful like Bambi. Next animals will be the friends of Santa's reindeers. They might look like one, but without the antlers, these are the female and the young sambar deers. They normally stay into the side because we first too. And as I see also a lot of kabayans in the bus, I hope you guys are familiar with that buffalo. Proudly representing the Philippines together with yours truly, our national animal, the Asian water buffalo, or what we locally call in the Philippines as Carabao. And unlike the Cape buffaloes that we saw, black box. You remember the color of the black box in the bachelor's group? They are darker in color and they have those beautiful horns. Females are more on the lighter brown shade or color. And they can also run fast. They can run about 80 kilometers per hour to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds. Faster than a Ferrari. It's going towards the left side of the bus. And only in the cheetah's face you will see that special feature. Don't stare line marks on the dark lines underneath their eyes. It helps them reflect the sun's glare, especially once they are running. It is like the black patches that the athletes are using underneath their eyes. Now, but looking at the cheetah, are they big cats? No. They are actually listed to still be small cats. We only have 4 big cats on the list. Anybody can help me?
A few moments